I had this conversation the other day with a friend, and we were talking about food addiction. And it was absolutely infuriating because this person basically said that food addiction is not really a thing. And I'm thinking to myself, how can you say that? I mean, if you look around, many people are struggling with their weight. And if you're struggling with your weight, 9 times out of 10, it has to do with the food. And more specifically than the food, it's sugar. It's a sugar addiction. And we went back and forth for a while. It never turned into an argument or anything like that. But it's just amazing that food addiction is not really recognized. And I can speak for myself. I'm not a doctor or psychologist or anything like that. But I have had struggle, have, not had, have struggles with food. And you cannot tell me that food addiction is not real. And again, I really, as I'm doing more research, as I'm learning more about it, I think it's sugar addiction more than it is food addiction, because the foods that you eat that like cause the cravings that you always want, you're not overeating carrots, you're not overeating cucumbers. It's the sugary foods, it's the foods that turn into sugar, like potato chips or french fries or whatever. And I think people really need to be educated. People really, really need to learn. And that's what I want to do, because I went through a period of time, it was probably like a 2-year period, where I was eating very healthfully. I was eating a lot of green smoothies, a lot of salads. I basically started it because I did a no sugar challenge at work, and it absolutely felt amazing. It felt so freaking good. And I just continued it after the challenge was over, and I got to the weight that I wanted to be. And I just, oh my God, I had so much energy. Like, I felt so good. And I remember talking to my cousin and telling her, like, I really feel like I have beat the food addiction. Like, I can be around cake and I can be around any kind of food, and I don't really feel like I need it. But slowly, slowly, I started allowing myself to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And before you know it, I've gained all the weight back, and I'm like back to square one. So I want to overcome this and help other people too.